Hi friends! In this video, we're going to talk about the mental model for working with AI on code. Me and the team did a proper deep dive into this about half a year ago, how engineers actually collaborate with AI, how they use it, when they use it. And on top of that, I'll share what I've seen helping design teams get started, the hurdles they hit, so you can skip some of that pain. This isn't a tips and tricks video. The best way to work with AI keeps changing. Every time these products update, the tactics shift a little bit. So instead, I want to give you the principles underneath so you can take it anywhere, whatever tool you happen to be using, even if it's not for coding. AI coding is impressive at some things, but very clumsy at others, like implementing interactions and animations. Even with Figma MCP or CLI tools, which we'll be talking about in the next video, it still won't be able to produce the perfect output on the first try. For example, I'm building this demo app called Fridge Dash. It's a food delivery app where I order myself to go to my fridge and deliver food to myself. Look at the design at the bottom here. There is a progressive blur for the content near the bottom. So I simply tell AI, hey, build a screen, and this is what it produced. You can see it did a good job, but the leftover section here, the text is blurred. And you're like, why on earth would I want my text to be blurred? Like, what are we doing? This is actually not a capability problem. It's a context problem. Imagine your boss tells you, hey, finish this. With no context, no constraint, what would you do? You could guess what the boss actually wants. Make something that turns out not at all what your boss was looking for and have to redo the entire thing. Or you could ask important questions, make some assumptions, and do the work. The thing is, even if you get some clarification from your boss and do the job accordingly, your boss might still hate it. And it was never your fault. You were set up to fail. And the AI is in that exact spot. And how do we not become that boss? We have to collaborate with AI. And how do we collaborate with it? Just like you collaborate with your team, you start by aligning your ideas and context with it. So when you're starting a new project or going to implement a new feature, give AI the context, the chain of thought, the rationale, and most importantly, establish a shared language. This is a very important idea. It'll come back later to, let me give you a very simple example. I tell the AI, hey, I'm thinking about building this Fridge Dash app. In my mind, I'm thinking about building a mobile app. But the AI is like, okay, he wants to build a web app. And that's the thing we're trying to avoid here by establishing a shared language so you and the AI will know what app actually means in this context. You should also ask AI questions like, hey, explain your understanding of this project back to me. Or simply, does that make sense and why? Try to understand the AI's output. And if you don't understand, ask for clarification and decide the meaning of the language. For example, your AI might say, I see you want to do a native app. And you're like, what is a native app? And the AI is like, a native app is an app for a specific platform. Do you want iOS or Android? And you're like, I want iOS. So now you have the shared language that an app in this context means a native iOS app. If you and the AI are not aligned, once it starts coding in the wrong direction, first, you might not even know it's in the wrong direction. And second, you might have to spend twice the time correcting it. So, alignment here, again, as the first step, very, very important. Also, if you're starting a new project or implementing a new feature, you'll want to make a Claude.md file in Claude Code. If you're using different AI coding tool, they usually have something equivalent. It's a type of markdown file that gives persistent instruction to your AI, even if you open a new chat in the project. For example here, I have the Claude.md file after I told Claude Code what Fridge Dash is, align on some UI labels here, so as I continue developing this app, the AI knows the correct context, so you'll make fewer mistakes. Mistakes as in the outputs that you weren't looking for. So now you're aligned. You have the claw.md file, AI knows your context. What do? You make plans. Claw Code, Cursor, Anti-Gravity, all the AI coding tools, they all have the similar plan feature. You can come down here. There's a plan mode. Now the AI knows your context. You ask the AI to make a plan, which will also be in a Markdown file. For example, here's a plan for installing the frameworks and packages for my Fridge Dash app. And you read through the file, make sure the plan matches your thinking, and let AI implement the plan. For example, using auto accept. So you align, you plan, and now you let AI develop. And it produces the output. You're gonna verify it. And back to the example, I would now like to iterate on the leftover text. It's blurred right now. What you gotta do is align again. It's a cycle. Don't just say, hey, fix the blurred text. AI might assume you're talking about some other text if those are blurred too. And you're like, I don't see any changes on my leftovers text. Make sure AI knows which text you're talking about. Lastly, some rules I found useful. The 3-time rule. If you prompt the AI 3 different times, but the output is still not what you want, check your shared language, check your context. There's gotta be something wrong. Don't waste your token prompting again. And if you're implementing an abstract animation or interaction, use an analogy. A good analogy helps you align very, very easily. And it's much more accurate than telling the AI how this should feel like. It'll never get that. Alright, that's it. Next time we'll be talking about Figma NCP, Figma CLI, and Storybook. See you, bye!